Welcome to the Sugar Freedom Channel. It's time for benefits of apple cider vinegar and a bonus, benefits of lemon juice. Studies. We've got lots and lots of studies. Yes, it's true. I started drinking a tonic of apple cider vinegar and lemon juice with a little bit of stevia to cut the sourness way back in 2013. Now back then I was doing some YouTube videos and I was doing some blogging and I was telling people that I was having good success and my clients at Gordon Studio were having good success drinking a tonic made of apple cider vinegar and lemon juice. And I got some pushback saying, well, where are your studies? Where is your proof? I don't want to tell my clients to drink something if there isn't scientific proof. And I have to say, yes, they had a point. Now, at that point, when I wrote Sugar Freedom, I was able to find proof for lemon juice because of vitamin C, and that vitamin C and lemon juice had proven properties for good health. But I wasn't able to find anything on apple cider vinegar. Luckily, that is not the case anymore. I'm very happy to say that I'm going to link to a meta-analysis of studies on apple cider vinegar. As always, if you've seen these videos where I share research and studies with you, I'm always asking you, please go back and read the study because it's very rare that I'm going to be able to put all the information in a YouTube video. The idea is to give you this information quickly and then give you the link so that you can go back and dig a little bit deeper yourself. The title of this meta-analysis is The Effect of Apple Cider Vinegar on Lipid Profiles and Glycemic Parameters, a Systematic Review and Meta-Analysis of Randomized Clinical Trials. Here are 4 benefits of apple cider vinegar that were discovered in this study, and then a bonus benefit of lemon juice. Here we go. Number 1, ACV, which is short for apple cider vinegar, decreased fasting plasma glucose. Number 2, ACV also reduced HbA1c. ACV caused a significant reduction of total cholesterol and triglycerides. And number 4, ACV caused an increase of HDL-C in healthy participants. I'm going to dig in a little bit more to each of those topics. Number 1, ACV decreased fasting plasma glucose. My issues with obesity didn't get severe until I became pregnant and I developed impaired glucose tolerance. And then over a year or 2 after I had my son, I was still dealing with elevated morning glucose. And it wasn't until I started to follow a low carb, then a ketogenic approach that I started to see those numbers normalize, my appetite normalized, and my health increased. Number 2, it also reduced HbA1c. So HbA1c is more of a measurement over time. Fasting glucose just in the morning, HbA1c measurement over time, and it also improved that measurement. Number 3, significant reduction of total cholesterol and triglycerides. Now, those of us in the world of keto, those of us in the world of low carb, we have some questions about, shall we say, cholesterol clarity, if you remember that book by Jimmy Moore. Cholesterol clarity is trying to understand what it is about the different kinds of cholesterol, LDL, LDLC, HDL, and then also triglycerides, and understanding how they work together and how they affect our health. One of the things that I think we do understand is that triglycerides, high triglycerides, are a significant health issue, and that if we're lowering triglycerides, that is beneficial to our health, and we have a significant reduction of total cholesterol and triglycerides from ACV. Number 4, and this was a bit shocking to me, an increase of HDL in healthy participants. One of the things that isn't so easy to do, we can lower total cholesterol with different drugs and different approaches, but it's difficult to elevate HDL. If we can raise HDL, that is considered a good result. The most important effect that I have felt from apple cider vinegar and lemon juice together is a reduction in my appetite in the afternoon. And here's what I think is happening. For many, many years, I get cravings in the afternoon, and I think it has to do with my glycemic levels, my insulin levels, and my theory is the reason that apple cider vinegar and the lemon juice help with my appetite is because they're helping to manage my blood sugar. And managing blood sugar helps me to manage my insulin. Here's something important I want to share with you. There's a wonderful saying, what gets measured gets managed. It's easy to measure blood glucose. Get a glucometer, stick your finger in the morning or 2 hours after you've eaten a meal, and you can measure your blood sugar. Easy to measure blood sugar, so easier to manage. What isn't easy to measure is plasma insulin levels. So it's easy to find out if you have hyperglycemia, but it's not easy to find out if you have hyperinsulinemia. But the good news is that if we manage the hyperglycemia, very often we're also managing the insulin as well. And so that is my theory, and that's my belief, that the apple cider vinegar and the lemon juice is helping me to normalize my blood glucose. That allows me to normalize insulin, and that helps me to normalize, I know I'm being redundant, my appetite, which really is the key to my big weight loss and my big weight maintenance over the years. Okay, now's our bonus on the lemon juice. It's another study. Dare I say it again? I'm going to link to this study and I hope you will read it. But the bottom line is lemon juice, but not tea, reduces the glycemic response to bread in healthy volunteers, a randomized crossover trial. The inhibition of enzymes that hydrolyze starch during digestion could constitute an opportunity to slow down the release and ultimately the uptake of starch-derived glucose. One of the reasons I want you to read this study is that it goes into dealing with starch and also dealing with pH and talking about how something acidic like lemon juice can actually lower pH, and that can help the body deal with starch and help with glucose levels. So there's your little bonus. Lemon juice, but not tea, reduces the glycemic response to bread in healthy volunteers. So we've got two really wonderful things going on. We've got the apple cider vinegar, we've got the lemon juice, and it's helping to manage glycemic response in two different ways. That's today's video. As always, be well, eat for yourself, and come back soon to the Sugar Freedom Channel.